All right, so first, you go to the Paint by Monster page, Ace Spin. How you doing? You go to the Paint by Monster page on YouTube, and then you go over to playlists like this. And tonight's playlist is going to be the very first thing that comes up. It's got the date, Tuesday, 8 p.m., June 9th, 2020, Paint by Monster. I put 4 videos in here, and this is the music we're listening to, and these are the guys we're going to listen to for a little bit. One in particular, his name is this guy playing, Josco. Hey, Christy, who was watching. Paint by Monster, coming at you. How you doing? Yeah, that's right. Dun-dun-dun. These guys are so masterful. Just amazing. Great to have you with me this evening. June 9th. Tuesday evening. I got some stuff planned for us. It's not all watching these guys. Hey, here's some. This guy, this is this is art. This is art from Scotty Schreier's house. Oh, why'd that cut out? There we go. Oh, you're taking. Chrissy says she's taking guitar lessons. Fantastic. Oh, maybe the internet doesn't like us this evening. I don't know. Hey, good evening, Carrie Wright, my dear. We're waiting on a few more people to get here. I have a Gypsy Jazz playlist going for us this evening. Yeah. Good evening, Steven Zima, who was watching. These guys are Gypsy Jazz guys. This is Josco Stevens. Oh, man. Yeah, good stuff, man. However, this is art from Scotty Schreier's house. Thank you, Stephen, for that great comment. Great painting last night. My robot just went offline. How is that robot? No. Straight back online. I'm not having that out of you. Boys and girls, this is art from Scott. This is one of Scotty Schreier's boys who has done this fantastic art. It says, "These were not the pickle slices I was looking for," says this pickle with his sword over here. Which is just, yes, MacVac, would you please tell that robot what to go do with himself and reestablish contact with the boys and girls, please? Thank you. Great, fantastic. Okay, get the shot. Just get the shot right. Everything will be fine if you'll just get the shot right. Because, yeah, all right. Contentious robots. It continues to plague the Paint by Monster set, but not too bad. Robot wrangling. It's all part of the show. Welcome, everybody who's here. Yes, Christy D'Souza says, inspired by Pickle Rick. I thought the same thing when I saw that. You know? Which is just, Pickle Rick is just absolutely genius writing. It's just so funny, you know? Of course you know. Rick and Morty's smart. I think I pulled with one of my monster nephews one summer. I think he was about 8 years old, and we watched Rick and Morty, and I'm not sure if his mom knew what was on that. Probably his mom would not think that was a really cool idea. But, you know, it's okay with me. Tonight, here's some of the stuff I have planned for us. Oh, Christy has made a comment. Much better with that quote, though. Yes. Tonight, you know, I've been noodling around with some stuff, and the thing I don't know why I want to do, but what I want to do, I think I'd like to see an elephant. I'm still thinking an awful lot about the scale differences that are possible in a relationship. Carrie Wright says, finally, holy cow, I could not get my computer to behave this evening. I thought I was going to miss the show for a minute. Well, you know, officially the show hasn't really started, Carrie Wright, my dear. You have not missed anything. Jeremy Trammell is in the house tonight. Fantastic. Eric Geringer is in the house tonight. That's fantastic, too. Welcome all to Paint by Monster, our little art show with big monster ideas. And I got Gypsy Jazz going in the background. And we'll turn that up. But tonight, I have this idea that I've been thinking about the idea of scale. And so I want to do an idea of, I don't know where the music went. MacVac, you're on music detail this evening. Get us something. Yeah, I don't care what it is. I'm thinking about the size differences that are possible in a relationship. And so I'm thinking about how an elephant and a mouse might have a relationship together. And so I have it, here's an elephant and a mouse and some kind of a bird with a big toucan beak. And I think maybe this is an ocelot or I don't know. But he's the one, this thing is selling the ice cream. This guy over here is selling ice cream. And these things are all in line waiting for an ice cream cone. And, you know, I'll have to decorate this like it's ice cream. At first, I thought maybe this thing was going to be an old woman smoking a cigarette with like a hairnet, which is fun. But then I thought, nah, just leave it all to the end. Just make it all animals. So it was all animals. Welcome to Paint by Monster, everybody. Oh, good evening, Charlotte, Marion D'Souza. You know, it wouldn't have been a show if you weren't here. And I'm not making it all about you, because you said not to do that. So, you know, I know what the score is. I'm savvy all. You get me? Of course you do. The Paint by Monster audience is really savvy. Welcome, everybody, to Paint by Monster for Tuesday, June the 9th, with me, your host, Easel Monster. It's a podcast, art show, cartoon show. It's been compared in the Schreier household to the Bob Ross show, except the Schreier boys like Easel Monster better than they like Bob Ross. True story. I'm honored. Also, you know, well, both of us have our brushiness, if you know what I mean. Anyway, hey boys and girls, welcome to Paint by Monster. Let's do run the opener. Do the opener. Yeah. Turn that music off sometime. It's getting in the way of my Gypsy Jazz groove. No, I know, it's okay. That's right. Well, all right. Yeah, okay. Also, boys and girls, we don't stay here on the ground to make our art, as you know. Paint by Monster is taking place in Muncie, Indiana, in a UFO disguised as a water tower. So, boys and girls, let's get our art things and get up on out of here and get into orbit and make some art, shall we? Welcome to Paint by Monster. Thanks for being here, everybody. Here we go. Nicely done, MacVac. Boy, you're so smooth. Man, you're Mr. Icy Smooth Robot. Boys and girls, we've reached altitude. Let's get ready to make some art. Yeah, release the inertial dampers too, MacVac, would you? Thank you. Mr. Penny, take your rest station. 2, 1, 2, ready, and... So, all right, this evening, boys and girls, like I said, I have this in front of me that I would like to ink. Also, I've been thinking while we were apart about you, as I do oftentimes, and I've been thinking about more art rules. And let's see. I brought some things with me this evening that I thought I try to play show and tell with you. You know, and it's not an exhaustive list yet. I'm working on my exhaustive list of what the art rules are going to be. One of them is don't drink your paint water. That's a really important one. One of them is learn how to draw. And I have an art exercise for you about learning how to draw. Also, do it over. That's one of my art principles. It's not a rule, but don't just do it the one time. Do it over. Make a bunch of them. Also, you're going to make a lot of doo-doo, caca, poo-poo. Boys and girls, I made a whole video about this. You're going to make a bunch of bad art. That's okay. Here's an art principle. The tighter the fences on the playground, usually, in my experience, the better the creative outcome. Okay? Now, I've used a metaphor there. What does that mean? I mean, put tight constraints on your creativity. Seth Johnson is watching. Good evening, Seth. Put tight constraints on your creativity. Here's another one. Find the inside. I'll do more in just a bit. Meanwhile, let's get on this this inking project here. I also, all right, because, I like to do what I'm telling you to go do, and I just now said put tighter fences on your creativity. Tonight, I thought I'd try to do that. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to use ink and wash, just black ink wash, so it'll be an ink and a gray tone. And then I'm going to pick one color, but only one color. So it'll be like a two-color piece. Once upon a time, in the magic days of printing, they used to do printed storybooks like that because it was less expensive. It's a two-color book. Printers would say it's a two-color book. Right. Black and another color, usually. Now, because this is ice cream, Mac, give me that closer shot, please. Let's ink this dude here. Now, the picture came about because of the relationship between the elephant and the mouse. But, I'm going to start over here so that I don't drag my hand all the way through the art. I also think he's going to have a pencil in his paw. So I think maybe I'll draw him up like this. And he's going to be one of those guys that holds his pencil kind of like this so that it goes like this down onto the paper. Yeah, he's ready to write now. Like this. He's really furry. One of the ideas that I had about this, like this guy selling the ice cream here, like what if this guy was a cockroach instead of an ocelot? What if he was... What? Would you go to a cockroach ice cream stand? Mike Mickle-Yance says, one color to rule them all. Well, it's a nice limitation sometimes. Limiting your palette is a nice idea. It can give you some fun results. So I'm cartooning this idea of the metal ferrule of the pencil, right? And a couple of dots. Bum, bum, bum. I like these guys. Probably the Facebook robot will kick us off at some point. But I figured, this gypsy jazz stuff, these guys are just sitting around doing this in their garages. So probably the robots are not that sophisticated. I don't know. We'll see. How you doing tonight? A thing I hadn't considered yet. Somebody told me today that Christy D'Souza says you'd have quite the scale challenge with a cockroach. I thought so too. Steve West is watching. Good evening, honored, dear friend and guest, Steve West. Man, I'm so glad you're with me. Welcome to Paint by Monster. Our little art departure as we hover high above Muncie, Indiana. In our water tower. On the ground disguise, but man, up in the air, we're a UFO. And we're making art because that's what we're doing. Here is this. Thank you, Christy, for those hearts. Boom, boom, boom. And MacVac, once we get through these guys. By the way, these guys we're listening to right now, I started the show with this. It's a playlist on the Paint by Monster channel. You can go listen to all this stuff. Yeah. Oh, get off the screen. Get off there. Oh. Yeah. All right. I want him to have one of those little paper hats. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, already that's kind of nice. Oh, Kim Hickman's watching. Good evening, Kim Hickman. Katie says hi, Seth Johnson says. Tell Katie I love you, Katie. I'll just tell her right now myself. I love you, Katie Bendy. You are already a force of nature. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, all right. I'm not sure exactly what kind of... I'm going to use a word. Ice cream analia. That's a nice word. I'm not sure what kind of ice cream analia this ice cream stand will have, but some. It needs to say that it sells ice cream somehow, visually, but not right in this hot moment. Also, it needs to retain some of its sketchiness. Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah. How was your day today? How you doing? I hope that you've had something delightful in your day. Anything. I hope you've talked to an old friend. I had 2 friends call today. I had long conversations today with 2 friends. We talked for like an hour and a half. One of them. And I hope you've got those kind of people in your life. I think those kind of people maybe keep you sane. Just like ice cream. Ice cream might just keep you sane. Okay, all right. Steven Zima says, where do you find your royalty-free music? Steven Zima, welcome to the pirate broadcast of Paint by Monster. We don't worry about the law because we float above it. That is how it is. It's a test of the robots because will the robots come after me or not? I'm not sure, but you can't find me, so there I am. What do you mean? I mean, I wasn't there at all. Look at that. What's happening? Scotty Schreier says he made it. What have I missed? Scotty? My dear Scotty Schreier, one of the things you missed was me playing show and tell with this art right here, right at the front of the show. Right at the front of the show, man. Because, thanks for sending me that. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thanks. Welcome to Paint by Monster. Steven Zima, I'm not even worried about the royalty-free music. I don't think about it so much. I'm playing the stuff I like. I'm sharing it with you. You know. Plus, they're in a whole nother country. I'm not worried. Anyway, that's all right. And, you know, I'll strip out the vocals if I have to when on the re-upload. You know, that's right. So, let's go back to this because, oh my goodness. Commander Penny, this particular song is called Alamedio, I think. And it's just, I just adore this. And you obviously do too, you know. Sometimes when we're exercising of a morning, we listen to this kind of stuff, Commander Penny and I. You know, he tells me stories from the Torah because that's who he is. in all of his wonderful Jewishness. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. We're not getting into that this evening. We're doing this other stuff. We're getting ice cream, I think from an ocelot. This is an elephant and a mouse, and I think a bird of paradise buying ice cream at an ocelot's ice cream stand. Hey, Mike Darnell, who's watching now. Are you making dinner for all of your beautiful, beautiful people? You have a load of beautiful people who live right in your house. Oh, somebody's angry. I'm not sure that's, you know what? In all the time I've been, thank you, whoever made that angry face. In all the time I've been going live on Paint by Monster, I think that's the first time I've ever seen an angry, I will tell Commander Penny that you said shalom, Mickle, yes. I think that's the first angry face I've ever seen. It's fantastic, thanks. I'm not going to put a smile on him. I don't want to put a smile on him. MacVac, give me that. Can I have the closer shot, please? Thanks. Bum bum, bum bum bum, bum bum bum. Yeah. All right. So he's got to be leaning over this little ice cream counter here. Da-da-da. Okay, like this. Yeah, and like this. That's good. Now, a little tiny line right here that will separate sort of the color. And then, you know, some idea of that step in the architecture. And something here that says, I don't know, glass or something. And, you know, some kind of, here, let's make this on this. It doesn't really have to be an ice cream, but we might as well give everybody as much help as you can in the graphics of the thing, you know. Barb Craycraft Maxwell is watching. Good evening and welcome. Nice to have you with me. Welcome to Paint by Monster. It's our little art departure for an hour. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday, it's an 11 o'clock visit. Because that seemed like cartoons to me and loads of fun. Tonight we're starting with some Gypsy jazz. Stolen Gypsy jazz. Because like Picasso said, boys and girls, good poets borrow, great poets steal. Sometimes they misquote people too. So that'll be some stripage that'll happen there. You'll never notice all that stuff. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Something else over here. It's always fun to make up the architecture of what you're making, you know? It's not real. You're making it up. It doesn't really have to be much more than enough of the story to get the audience to go with you, you know? Like, if you think about what's inside of these little places, then there could be this here, and, you know, there could be like a blender here, a stand mixer of some kind, like this, and like this, I think, and it could have some of this and this, some of that machinery going on. But you don't have to really be precise with the machinery either. It doesn't matter. You're just making it up. And I like, hi Diana Jones, who was also with me. So, you know, one of the things that machines have a lot of times is like those little vents to let the air out. Because, you know, when parts are spinning really, really fast, you have to get air in there, because if you don't circulate the air, you'll burn up the engine. So, some little vents on the side. You can draw control knobs if you want. You don't have to. But you can. I'll put some little feet on this and lift it up off the ground. There, that's good enough. I mean, really, with all this other good stuff going on, you won't really think about that, but that's okay. Like I said, you're making it up. I hope you are making some art sometime with yourself. I hope you are enjoying some of the stuff that you are making. I was talking to a friend today about the concepts of teaching. Well, I had no idea we were going to get treated to some Zeppelin this evening. Hey, Jessica Guest Wiki is watching. How nice. Glad to have you with me. A longtime Paint by Monster fan. Nice to have you with me. Yeah, that's not too horrible bad up there. But I don't want to go too much farther in there. It's just some sort of black to give you an anchor up there. That's how I'm thinking of that, okay? So I've got some of that, and you can put some other, here, I'll put another ice cream cone, sort of an idea in the window, like this. Right? Something like that, like this. I could do these down here. Something across here. I wouldn't have had to have done that, but you know, you can. Why not? I've already got black ink in there. Yeah, I believe that ice cream. You know, there's something going on there. You get what's going on. He's got his little paper hat, and this guy wants something. I wonder what. I don't know. Mike Darnall says he's making dinner art. He's making quesadillas. Indeed. I bet they're delicious too, man. Yeah. Welcome to Paint by Monster. That's right. All right. I thought because of the flourish of the music, I would allow myself to go a little bit nuts and do just a sort of really wild bird of paradise kind of a thing. And maybe he's got some little dangly things up here. Dangly things. Boys and girls, dangly things. Yeah, all right. Maybe a couple of dangly things down here, too. Yeah, all right. I don't know how believable that is, but I don't really think it matters when they're standing there to get ice cream. Really? Really? I think for today, boys and girls, I think I'm going to leave believability out of the equation today. Now, I just finished off this guy's tail over here, and it's fun to me that he would have this kind of a sort of a headdress and this kind of really disappointing tail. I don't know why. It just seems funny to me. All right. And I'm not going to give him much by way of feet, really, just enough to give you an idea that he can stand there and make a decision about ice cream. That Christy D'Souza says that the bird of paradise may not be impressed with my two-color restriction, and she's right. Yeah, that's a great point. The Paint by Monster audience is an extremely savvy and funny audience. Jeremy Trammell has pointed this out. Scotty Schreier has pointed this out. The conversation that's taking place here in the Paint by Monster audience while the show is happening. Boys and girls, that's part of the entertainment of what's going on. Don't miss the people that are here. There's amazing people here. And by amazing, I know what I'm talking about because we're hovering high above Muncie, Indiana, in a spaceship right now, and Commander Penny the cat, the head of security, is... Anyway, there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's amazing stuff going on. Amazing. Yeah. Oops. Well, I have to correct that. I had a slip just now. That's all right. Maybe you won't notice. You know what? If I change my strategy, well, that was a really dumb move, but that's all right. Yeah, okay. I'll just make this nice black, and then see if I do that, then my mistake just covers right up. So there it is. I'll give him his other little white hand. He can have a couple little tiny mousy black feet like that, and a little mousy foot here, a little see, look at that. Why you just never even know that wasn't how that was intended to be, just like that. Right. Right. All right. Yeah. Matter of fact, dial that back a little bit, would you? I want to talk to the boys and girls about an art principle, boys and girls. I want to stop this. Like, I want you to be able to hear me. I'm going to let that mouse draw for a second. Dry for a second. Here is something that you can try if you are working at getting better in your drawing, boys and girls. Now, this is from a book called... Give me the big drawing shot, MacFac. This is from a book called What to Draw and How to Draw It by a man named E.G. Lutz, boys and girls. E.G. Lutz. Now, who on earth is he? Aside from that this is a cool little book. Well, I'll tell you who this was. Look, here it is. This charming book allows you to follow its easy steps to create your own beautiful line drawings. Simply copy each diagram in a series and watch as it builds upon the last, demonstrating how each stroke of the pencil adds to your drawing to create classic design. From animals and plants to people and their dwellings, What to Draw and How to Draw It is a step-by-step guide to illustration made easy. E.G. Lutz is often cited as the inspiration for Walt Disney's animation career, who, having come across one of Lutz's books, learned from it the many tricks of the trade that later went on to help in the creation of some of Disney's best-loved characters. He wrote a number of books on the art of drawing and animation and created cartoon characters for the New York Herald and Philadelphia Press. He also illustrated the children's section of the Seattle Post-Intelligencer. And this book is still for sale. You can still buy the copy of this wonderful, wonderful little book. Now, this is the illustration that we're going to use today. I read you all of that because, well, look, like these things are not very expensive. These books, they're magic. These are really, really great, boys and girls. But the reason why we're here is because of this, okay? Jeremy Trammell says, well, we know the Bird of Paradise mate would... Oh, he's making a joke about the color restriction. Here's how I'm going to use this thing, and here's the thing I want to talk to you about in our art principles in learning how to draw, boys and girls. It's this. Try to draw something, and this is going to sound crazy, but it's not crazy. Try to draw something upside down. Why would you do that? Why would you try to draw something upside down? And here is why. When you learn how to read, usually, your brain learns names of things, and you start to relate to drawings not as the whole, but you start to relate to them by their parts instead of by their whole. Well, if you draw something upside down, boys and girls, it will confuse the part of your mind that knows the names of things, and you will see the shapes that are presented to you rather than the names of the things that are presented to you. And so it helps when you're learning to draw, to try to draw some things upside down, just as an exercise to help you to see the relationships of the angles and the shapes. I hope that makes sense to you. It's not something that you do all the time necessarily, but it's a great exercise to try to understand the looking at the thing all at once. Okay? Draw that upside down. It doesn't matter what the picture is. You can draw any picture upside down, okay? But you're looking then at the relationships of the angles instead of, boys and girls, if you turn it like this, you say, well, I'm drawing a stork with a hat on and an umbrella. And you go, yeah, but you might get the rhythms wrong because you're concentrating on stuff that you know the name of it. So turning things upside down can help you to understand the structure of what you're drawing. That's my art tip for you this evening, June 9th, 2020. There you go. So, Charlotte says sometimes when she draws, she tilts her head. And that is a really cool thing to do. By the way, boys and girls, I didn't just want to share with you this evening some of the music. Here is some other music that I wanted to share with you this evening. Now this is a mashup. I just love this kind of stuff. Here we go. This is a guy I love named DJ Cumberbund. Check this out.
So it's my honor to say this. You ready? I'm ready. Okay, let's go for it, fans. All right, Las Vegas. You one of the best. You got the best. The hottest thing in the world.
Yeah. Everybody sing. Every day. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Well, I hope it's not Gypsy at you. Yeah, that's funny. Every day. All right, that's really, really fun and funny. So, that'll play as it plays. Let's get back to this. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Something like this. Something like this. That's pretty tight in there. Not bad. Yep. I like that the DJ just lets it keep on rolling. Yeah. Okay. Not bad, back. Pull that back, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Macvac, hit me with some. Let's give the boys and girls some hip hop as we finish out this last half hour of the show and do this inking, shall we? Please. Yeah. Okay. I don't care. Go to page 5. See what's going on page 5. Oh my gosh! Play me Elephant Funeral North Star. Play that. Give me some. Yeah. How about that? Yeah.
Yo, for the girl in back class, be playing like she deaf, because the whispers pass her up becomes easy to pretend that she doesn't notice until they say.
So try sometime turning a drawing upside down and see if it makes a difference in your own drawing. Yeah, this is coming along. It's nice. I like the idea that there might be this friendship going on here between an elephant and a mouse. Yeah, all right. Give me some Nerdcore, would you? Please. Let me get this. Pow, pow. And here in just a second, I'll put some wash down on this. Some tone is really going to make some difference here, boys and girls, I think. By the way, Schreier household, Scotty Schreier's house, Schreier boys and girls, if there's girls in the house, great pickle drawings, kids. I loved what you did. And I'm thinking about you as I figure out the stuff that we're going to teach on the show, and by we, I mean me, in the coming times that we are together. So I will be thoughtful about things that you want to, things that I would want to know if I was learning how to draw, and I will be assessing some of the things that you send me, because that seems like, well, it seems like something I ought to do. So that's not bad. Here they are off buying ice cream. This has to go darker back here, and we'll take care of that back here. This, I want a line across here, something like this. Okay. Like this, like this, like this. And that's, like, I believe those things are waiting in line to buy an ice cream cone from that dude over there. And there's a whole conversation, the stuff that's going on. MacVac, give me something, would you? Sure, give me that one.
There doesn't seem to be much job satisfaction or pleasure in this picture. Maybe you hope it's just a case of sitting it out and hoping that you'll be able to transfer or find another occupation. You can change it, you know. You can learn to help yourself get more from your work. You can even start to enjoy your job.
Just where I'm going, but
It's nectarine season, boys and girls. Nectarine season. Get you some. Nectarines. Delicious nectarines.
when I boost my serotonin, and I'll tell you things aren't quite as depressing. When I'm
All right.
shit on my rounds, when I'm on the train to town, I feel like the boss's son. Oh, but I guess I just don't know. Oh, but I guess I just don't know.
Christy D'Souza says, no booze in space tonight. Well, that was celebratory once. And then I heard the story that my grandchildren, my monster grandchildren, were watching the show, and I thought, that's right, today. And they're not watching now because it's their bedtime, and I thought, Some of the times the boys and girls are going to watch the show afterward. Better be mindful of that. So, that was my answer there. So sometimes, yes. But sometimes, nah, that's all right. That's okay. I think maybe he's got a little ping right there. A little ping right there. Yeah, that's good. And a little slash right there. That's not bad. Some of this, some of this, some of this. And oh, yeah, it's really, yeah, that's not bad. Oh, I need some of this. Yeah. Jeremy Trammell says this kind of sounds like a Velvet Underground song. This is Nerdcore, New Waver. This is the song Prozac. A groovy source of cash, he says. Yes, monster children do need to know sometimes there is booze in space. Which was exactly why last night, boy, we had some. 3 shows in a day. And, you know, I'm furry. And Mrs. Monster knows. Easel Monster, you're a furry. Yes, honey, I am. Sometimes that fur doesn't always get all of the wicking off of you of the perspiring that you do when you run the show. That's not a pleasant thing to talk about at all, but boys and girls, after 3 times of going live yesterday, I was really, really... Commander Penny, I didn't smell very kosher. Can I put it that way? You agree, obviously. Yeah. I smelled a lot like a ham sandwich with cheese. It's not kosher. It ain't kosher, man. I'm telling you. Anyway. Right? That's right. I like this, I like the gray here. Part of the reason why I like this wash, this is just ink wash, because you have reduced everything to 3 tones. It's either white, or it's black, or it's gray, and that solves a lot of stuff. Really, pretty great. But you do have to do some wiping off because my wash is pretty dark, pretty inky. In fact, I want.
To me, quite sensible to regard bodies as the temporary tools or vehicles or machines created by the genes for their own preservation. The body is a mortal thing. It dies after a fairly predictable time. It reproduces usually by a sexual shuffling of its genes, and then the body is thrown away.
I'm a zero status male. All I think about is how I failed. I'm an inward focused girl. Never learned how to deal with the world. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Now I pay your food
All right.
and rent. My life improvement money just gets spent.
Yeah.
Merge your bank account with mine. I'll watch TV till the end of time.
That's pretty funny. That's a nice parody there. Anyway, that's nice, you know. This sort of does double duty. This little shape up here, I'm sort of captivated by the little ink marks up here because they're sort of, I don't know what kind of ice cream place this is, but it sort of looks like an ice cream cone, but it sort of looks like maybe they sell frozen shrunken heads, boys and girls. I don't know. I like the idea that you might be able to get an ice cream cone and a shrunken head at this little store right here with the ocelot. Anyway, yeah, glad you're here with me. This is I don't know what this is, But I've been thinking about my second color. What's the second color if I'm going to use second color? And I think the answer has been all along pink. I think it has to be pink. I'm not sure why. Not really. What would I? All right. What will I paint pink? Well, I think this little piece of right here is going to be pink, and I think the eraser is pink. Probably the mouse's ear is pink, and maybe some of the dangly bits of the bird. I don't know. Jeremy Trammell says blue. Jeremy Trammell says pink. Jeremy Trammell says blue. Jeremy Trammell says pink. Not really. And yeah, the toenails, those things can be. I like the idea that Jeremy Trammell might just be going back. I like that he might just go doing a robot wobble back and forth between blue and pink, and smoke starts flying out of both sides of Jeremy Trammell's head. Maybe that's going to happen. Probably that's not going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. This is squash. This is not watercolor. This is squash. This is the good stuff, boys and girls. Yeah, all right. MacVac, this is cute and clever once, but when this is over, I want you to get me something that I can actually listen to, please. Yeah. Give me something. Give me some hip hop. Give me some hip hop, please. Page 5. That sounds like a fine page. No, we were just here. Give me this. Bang. Give me Young Kurtz. Short-lived. Do it. Bammo. Come on. All right. Some of this. Why isn't it playing? Yeah, that's a nice pink. Yeah, boys and girls. Ooh. I just had a really hard thunder hit my outside. Charlotte says, how about purple, which is a really, really nice idea. Purple's a nice idea. Listen, I'm not sure why that, run it, man, play it. Give me the music, would you? I'm going to stick with my pink idea, because I think pink and gray will play nicely together. Yeah, see, it's just that little ping. Just that little ping. Huh. Well, I'm having trouble from the Free Music Archive this evening. That's weird. It's really weird. Oh, you know what else? This blender inside of here could be pink too. That might be fun. That's a little too aggressive on the pink, but it could be. Yeah. Okay. So, boys and girls, I've got about 15 minutes left in our hour-long visit. Rand Ernst is watching. Rand, nice to have you with me this evening. Welcome to Paint by Monster. This is our little art departure at 8 o'clock. Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock on Saturdays. Where we hop inside of our water tower UFO and float into orbit and make some art and talk about art and talk about the creative process and listen to some funkified music. That's happening too. Actually, music's a pretty important part of the show, I think. And as Steven Zima asked, where are you getting all of your really wonderful license-free music? And the answer is, I'm not. I'm just playing it anyway, and let them come get me. The show's not monetized. The show is not going to be monetized, boys and girls. Now, I can do this here. I can do this one pink, which is a nice idea. I think maybe I like that. One strip of pink right there. Maybe... No, leave that one. Leave that one. Oh, but his eraser, that's going to have to be pink right there too. Yeah. Also, Tim Blaney is watching. Good evening, Tim Blaney. Nice to have you with me. This is a bunch of animals waiting in line to buy ice cream. Thank you for all those hearts, Roberta Gardner. I love you too. Thank you. I want him to have a tiny little stripe right here. Right like this. Yep, just like that. That's nice. Okay. So, some of these here. This whole bird could be pink, really. It could. Why not? I don't know. Something here. Something here. Something here. Something here. Yeah, okay. That's not. I don't know what kind of bird that is. You don't know what kind of bird that is. Jessica Guestwicki says, ooh, it's on the spiral on the notebook. Eve Cunning is, good evening, Eve Cunning. I want a tiny little piece of pink here. Just right there. And I want a tiny little piece of pink right here. Yep. And I want a tiny little piece of pink. All right, MacVac, give me something that just, give me something decent, would you? This is awful. Give me anything. Yeah, all right. So, more white. I want this a little pinker toenails down here. Yeah, okay. That's nice. That's nice. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess this one back here. There it is. Yep. 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 All right. Like that. Bum, 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 bum. Eve Cunny, thank you very much for that smiley face. Bum, 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 boom, bum, 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 zoom, bum, 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 ba zoopa doopa, bum, bum, zoopa, bum, 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 bum. Chris Chison says, elephant hiding in a box of pink Smarties. Clearly, I have missed a fun backstory. I wish that were true. Tonight, I'm drawing something that's a limited palette. I have an idea, I'm still playing with scale. I like the idea of a possible friendship that exists between a mouse and an elephant. I like that they might be discussing the kind of ice cream they're both going to get. I like the possibility of talking about the portion sizes that they both might get. And I like how the ocelot might just have to put all kinds of effort and work inside of putting downrange enough ice cream that an elephant would be satisfied by it. And so I think an elephant buying ice cream is always really thoughtful because elephants are really polite. They're just really polite creatures. So, even though they can kill you by smashing you with their head, they just lay down on you and smash you with they just kill you. But they're really polite. They don't usually kill you without provocation. How much ice cream would it take? How much ice cream would it take to feed an elephant? I'm pretty sure we can get that much in the cargo hold of the ship. I'm pretty sure. Do you want to see how much... Penny, do you have any idea how much it would take to... How much ice cream for an elephant, Penny? Do you want that ocelot's job? I don't want his job. Serving ice cream at the zoo, and the animals are allowed to buy ice cream. I'm not sure what's going on. It doesn't matter what's going on in the picture, boys and girls. We talked this evening about drawing an upside-down drawing because it's good for you. It's really good for you. Jeremy Trammell said no African villageman ever. The Paint by Monster audience is so smart and funny. One of the reasons why I love watching this show afterwards is because there's all kinds of hilarious comments going on behind the show, behind the art. all you guys talking to each other. Now I can tell you, if I was going to add a second color to this, I think I would have to add that gold orange color of the pencil, and I would do the beak of the bird, and I would do the pencil in that yellow color. But I'm not using that color because I can't find those colors on the elephant and the mouse, so I'm not doing it. I'm just going to let this art just be. I'm going to sign this art. That's what's going on. That is right. Hey, this is Paint by Monster. Boys and girls, you've been watching me for about an hour now. It's the live broadcast of Paint by Monster. It's a pirate broadcast. It's a podcast. It's an art podcast. It's a little art departure where 6 days a week we go for an hour and I'll draw you a picture and talk about some art principles and tell you about some stuff, and sometimes it means something to you, and sometimes it's just weird, off-the-wall stuff. And tonight we listened to DJ Cumberbund, and Christy D'Souza says she loves my signature. So, before we run the credits of the show and the closing song, let me sign this art. Let me sign this art. Now I'm going to sign it down here as small as I can. I don't want to sign it in the white space. I'm going to sign it right here. Here goes. Do it good, monster. E. Monster. Yeah, all right. So I hope you've enjoyed your time with me this evening, like I have enjoyed my time with you this evening. As I've told you, boys and girls, it's just not possible for you to be having more fun than I'm having, because I am having a blast. Just a blast. Man, this is so much fun. Paint by Monster is the most fun sandbox I ever made up for my whole self, ever in my whole life. And I've been alive for hundreds of years. Hundreds. Do 5 things for me, would you please? Do these 5 things, and everything will be all right. I want you to freeze that frame right there, because if that happened, to keep rolling, all the boys and girls would share the video. That's the important thing. That's not the important. I don't know what's important. I have no idea. But what is important is this. Go make some art. That's important. Make a drawing or a painting. Go make something entertaining. Make some art. Go make some art. Go get your pencils, paints, and paper, plaster, chisels, markers, scrapers, rulers, canvas, brushes, hammers, nails, and tape, guitars, and super glue. Get glue and macaroni. Cameras, frames, and fried bologna. Go get anything you need for making art. That gnawing feeling deep inside you isn't lying to you. Get up off your butt and make some art, boys and girls. Go make some art. Paint by Monster is made by one monster sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go make some art, would you? See you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We've got 4 more minutes to fill for a full hour. You know.
Werewolf pizza. Werewolf pizza. Oh, that's a good pizza.
That's a good ending.
Eat something hairy. Werewolf pizza. Aroo, that's a good pizza.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get any better than that, boys and girls. I love you all. Thanks so much for showing up, everybody. Come back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We won't be talking about werewolf pizza at all. Coming up. Things I mean to tell you. I'll tell you my middle name. I'll tell you the name of the ship. I'll show you an interior map of the ship. I'll show you some footage of Penny fighting the robots. It's hilarious and terrifying all at the same time. Yeah, all right. So, more mumbling tomorrow night. I love you all. Thanks for showing up. Come back tomorrow night. Tell your friends. Tell your friends, everybody. Little party. Werewolf pizza. See ya. See ya. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.